How to build a successful speaking business. Here's the thing, I get this all the time. There's so many speakers now, but not very many of them know how to actually make a profit, actually make a business out of it. And not many people know this, but 90% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. 90%. The Financial Times actually says that the 10% that don't fail, it's not that they're actually making money, it's just they haven't failed yet. So if 90% of businesses fail and the 10% that haven't failed yet aren't all making money, the amount of businesses that actually are successful is minimal. And this is a big problem I see because there's so many great speakers. I've got so many friends who are working like 40, 50 hours a week in their job. And then on the weekend, they're speaking, talking about going for your dreams. And that's totally cool because that's what I did too. And massive respect to those people who are actually, doing a job and at the same time building a business, because that is tough. But that's what a lot of entrepreneurs need to do. So how can you shortcut this? How can you make this faster? What are the hacks? That's what I'm going to share with you. This is stuff I just give to my mentees. But so many people are asking me, I'm just like, hey, let's just make a video. It's Friday, I'm feeling generous. So here we go. I've drawn my model I use, my speaker success model. I'm going to keep this really brief and just straight to the point, if that's cool. So the first thing you need if you want to be a successful speaker is you need to have a great message. Now, here's the thing about a message. A lot of people can stand on stage and speak. A lot of people can share a story, they can inspire you, but that's not what is going to help people the most. You can feel, woo, pumped up a bit, excited, but you need to have a message that's going to really impact people. And the way you do that is you need to make sure that your message, firstly, lands, and then converts. Now, what do I mean by lands and converts? Okay, so firstly, the message has to land. That means whatever you are saying has to be done in a way that's packaged up nicely that people can understand. If I'm standing on stage and you can't get the grasp of what I'm saying, it's not going to work. So you need to make sure whatever it is you're saying is straight to the point, it lands, and people can accept it. And the way you do this is by backing things up. Use facts, use figures. When I talk about 90% of businesses fail, that's from the Financial Times. Now that lands because people are very skeptical. Any fact, figure, statement you give, you need to back it up. Okay. And then the next thing is it needs to convert. Here's the thing that most people don't get. If I stand on stage for 60 minutes, there's only so much value I can give you. If Tony Robbins stands on stage for 2 hours, there's only so much value he can give you. If you want to really impact people and make a big difference in their lives, you need to have a next level of product or service, something to offer them. And if you are good and you're an authentic speaker and you're being genuine and you really want to help people, you have a message that is going to empower people, there's always going to be a percentage of people that will want to work with you. And by actually not working with them, by not giving them an offer or selling to them, you're actually doing them a disservice. That's the harsh truth. Those of you who are speakers, who are going out there and you're not promoting anything, you're not making an offer, you think, I don't want to bother people and sell to them, you're actually doing them a disservice. That's the truth. Your message needs to convert because that's where you add the real value. That's where you give them the real steps that change people's lives. In a 90-minute speech, you can change mindset maybe, but you're not going to instill these beliefs. I can give them breakthroughs, but then they go home and they forget about them. You need to have a way for people to work with you. Now, this is obviously where the products and services come in. Products and services don't need to be complicated. Depends on what it is you're speaking about, but it can be coaching. You don't need to prepare anything. You can go out today and sell your coaching, sell your mentoring. We've all been through something. We found a way to get through it. And there are people right now who are going through that same thing that you can help. That's it. Literally, go and stand on stage, talk about a problem you've been through, tell people how you solved it, and then coach or mentor them. That's the first product. Now you have a profitable business. That's it. Or you can create things like ebooks, things like webinars, audio courses, video courses, events, masterminds, all of these things. This is where you give real value to people. If you're just one of those people who consumes things all the time, then you're never going to be successful. You have to create. Can't stress that enough. You have to create. Okay, so you've got a great message, you're making sure it lands, and now you've got a product, service, something that converts, that people can buy and get to the next level. So the next step after you've done that is the business side. Okay, it is a business. Speaking, coaching, mentoring, whatever you're doing, it is a business. You have to learn the business stuff. And what do I mean by the business stuff? I mean marketing and sales. You have to learn marketing and sales. Or, here's what I recommend to all entrepreneurs. If you don't like doing it, outsource it. If you don't like doing your accounts, outsource it. If you don't like doing your admin, outsource it. If you don't want to do your own sales and marketing, outsource it. There's so many great people who have these skills. You know, Richard Branson, he doesn't do all his own sales, marketing, content creation, everything, right? Of course not. Do you think Tony Robbins does all of that himself? Of course not. They build teams. Find someone who is better than you and get them to do it. It's not that expensive. You know, if you're starting out, maybe you're thinking, hey, it's okay for you, Luke, but you know, I don't have any money right now. Get a student to do it. One of your friends right now, I can guarantee, has been on a course about marketing or sales. And they're just begging for experience. Get a student to do it. You can get a VA, a virtual assistant, to do your admin and stuff for like £15 an hour, £20 an hour. And you can get people who will create amazing products for you for very, very little. You don't always have to spend a lot of money. But you do need to learn this stuff, or find someone who can do it for you, if you want it to be a business. But look, here's the thing as well. 90% of businesses fail, right? So if you do the same as what everybody else does, your chances of succeeding are minimal, okay? And what do most people do? They go on Google, they ask friends, they ask family. That's not the way to do it. Find someone who has done what you want to do and model them. That's it. And look, if you want to start, let's say, a speaking business, don't model those local speakers who aren't making money, who aren't helping people. You know, if they say, oh, well, I don't want to make too much money, then they're not serving the most people. They're really not. Tony Robbins now, he's helping 5,000 people every show. But that costs a lot of money. You need investment. You need to become a business, okay? So model top people. Figure out what they do and model them and copy them. And lastly, okay, so you've got your message now, you've got your business sorted out. Now you need to learn the speaking part. Okay, so now you need to learn the tools and the techniques. This is where so many speakers go wrong. They spend so much time focusing on this that they don't have this and they don't have this. So by the time they've spent years and years and years learning how to be a speaker, how to share a story, they've still got no product and they have no idea what to do about the business stuff, the sales, the marketing. And honestly, so many of my friends do this. And so many people come to me who've been speaking for years and years and years. I haven't been speaking very long. This is something I say as well. If you're a speaker, don't bullshit people, okay? If you're not the finished article, don't say you're the finished article. If you're not a millionaire, don't pretend you are. For me, I haven't been speaking that long. Really haven't. But I've done business my whole life, I've done sales my whole life, and I'm very, very good at marketing. So when I started speaking straight away, I knew this stuff. I was kind of already had this, and I just had to learn this. I had to learn this quite a bit too, like the product creation and stuff. I've invested like £20,000 plus just this year in learning this and this, but I already had this. So just think about where your skill sets are now. If you're thinking, oh, well, I want to be a speaker, so I'm just going to focus on the tools and techniques, that's the wrong way to do it. Find someone who can do this for you or learn it from them and start creating products. Do it now. You've got absolutely no excuse. If you're a coach, if you're a mentor, you can sell that straight away. An ebook. One of my mentees on my program, 2 weeks she's been on the program. 1st of December she started. She's already an international speaker and she's already written a book in 2 weeks. She's never spoken before, never started writing the book before, totally from scratch. 2 weeks. You have no excuse. But really, more important than that, if you're one of these people who really likes contributing and helping, you need to do this and you need to do this. It's just essential. You have to master these things. If you don't, you're never going to be successful. And you'll still be there in a year's time, in 5 years' time, scratching the surface, doing speaking as a hobby. I know because I did the corporate thing. I did the 60, 70 hours a week behind a computer on the spreadsheets. That's not how you change lives. This is how you do it. And yes, the tools and techniques are amazing. Learning how to use your voice effectively, or like raise your hands and all the gestures and things. That's definitely important. Energy is the most important. Getting the energy high is so important. If you want your message to land and convert, you need to keep the audience's energy high. If you've seen me speak, we do stupid stuff at my events. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, and you know, your team can manage all of this. This is obviously what you need to focus on if you want to be on stage. But you don't. If this is your priority and you're not doing these things right now, stop. Learn these. You know, you don't have to be the best speaker. There's 2 ways to sell as a speaker, okay? One is to sell on emotion. So you've probably seen some speakers, they get the emotions really high and people run to the back to buy something and they have no idea what they're buying, okay? That's fun to do, but it's not very ethical and you get a lot of returns, a lot of refunds. Then other speakers, they are very logical. They talk from a PowerPoint spreadsheet. They read off all the bullet points and they have no emotion. And people still buy their products. I was amazed. I saw this guy selling this Amazon Become a Bestseller course in Vietnam when I spoke out there. The worst pitch I've ever seen. Literally, it was just slides and he just read word for word off the slides. At the end, people went to the back to buy, giving him thousands of pounds. It was very logical. So you can sell on emotion or on logic, but the winning formula is to get both. So a balance of emotion and logic. If you can do that, then people will understand, yes, it makes perfect sense, it's going to help me, and I'm really emotional about it, so I'm actually going to do something. Boom, that's the winner. Then you'll get very low returns rates and you'll get really happy customers. Because look, if you're doing that thing where you're getting people to run to the back and they don't really know what they're buying, you're going to get a bad reputation. People talk. Most of my clients I get through word of mouth or through Facebook. And if people are saying bad things about you because, oh, you know, I don't even know why I bought it, it doesn't make any sense, that's just going to catch on and then people will stop coming. It's all energy. If energetically what you're putting out there is not good, it's not for the right reasons, it'll come back to you. So, I hope that was helpful for you. So, let's just do a quick recap. You need to create an amazing message, but you also need to make sure your message lands so people can understand it basically and converts. So you need to be able to offer them something else, a next level of product, a next level of service for those, because there's always going to be a percentage of people that want to take it to the next level. So you need to do that. And the business, so you need to learn the business side, right? It is a business. So there's marketing and there's sales. If you don't know how to do this, outsource it. If you do want to learn this, awesome. It's good to have a bit of basic knowledge, but this is where you automate your business. You know, if you can start getting this all online, there's a great saying, if you don't find a way to earn while you sleep, you'll work until you die. So, find a way to earn while you sleep. That's where this comes in. And then, yes, the tools and techniques are really important. Learning the speaking tricks. But that shouldn't be a priority. Learn this stuff. This is how you help people the most. And then become a really effective speaker. Then hone your craft. That's the way to do it. So, you're probably thinking, great, but how do I know all this stuff? And guess what? I have a next level of product. I have a next level of service. I've got something to offer you for the people who want to work with me. And some people hate being sold to. Some people hate when people make offers to them. But I know there's a percentage of you watching that will want to work with me because you want to learn this stuff the fast way. There's two ways to learn things, okay? The slow way is where you go out and make your own mistakes. You do the trial and error. The fast way is to find someone who's done it and learn from them. I've done this stuff. I'm doing this stuff. You can learn from me, 100%. Basically what I do, I've got an online program and I also take on speaking mentees. So I've got a 3-month speaker training program. And I can guarantee you that if you work, in 3 months I'll make you an international speaker. Who else is going to guarantee that? Now, the reason I can guarantee that is because I do my own events. And here's the trick, right? Becoming an international speaker sounds pretty cool, right? All it means is you have spoken at an event overseas. So if you come on my program and you work hard and you do the things over the 12 weeks, then I guarantee you can become an international speaker because I will do an event overseas and let you speak there. Now you're an international speaker forever. Sounds pretty good, right? Awesome. So how does it work? My 3-month program, it's 12 weeks. And basically my online program, there's one video every week, which is about 60 to 90 minutes. That gives you all the theory, you know, all the theoretical stuff of how to do this. But then where the real value comes in is I give you exercises to do every week and I give you coaching throughout the 3 months. So you get live feedback of how you're doing. This is where a lot of programs go wrong. If you are a speaker, be careful how you do this, okay? You go to like a 3-day event, a 4-day event, whatever, you get really pumped up and then you get into the real world and you have to go and do it. That's where people struggle, really. They need some kind of support. So that's why I offer the 3-month coaching. Now, it is online coaching, you know, because it takes a lot of my time. So it's online coaching, and basically what that means is when you do the exercises, you get all of this stuff. You've got support from me, but also you've got support from the other people on the program. This is the most important thing. When you're an entrepreneur, a speaker, it can get lonely, really. When you've got other people in your group, you can do events together, things together, it's amazing. You know, you can push each other, hold people accountable. I always use the example of going to the gym, right? If you've got a gym buddy, you're more likely to go because you know they're there waiting for you and you feel bad. Even if you wake up feeling like crap, you're still gonna go to the gym, right? That's what it's like here. You get accountability, you get speaking buddies, you get people you can do stuff together with. 2 people in my program, I've just planned an event just 2 days ago, they're gonna do together. Amazing, like awesome. Absolutely love it. So for those of you who are interested in learning more about the program, how it works, that kind of stuff, just comment below and say I'm serious, or drop me a message and say I'm serious. The reason I need to do this is I don't let anyone on my program. I have to qualify you. If I'm going to invest 3 months of my time in you, then I need to know that you are serious and you're ready, and also that you're ethical. That's really, really important for me. I need to know you're not a bullshitter because I've coached and mentored so many people who bullshitted me. You know, they say, yeah, I really want it, but then they get the first little speed bump and they stop. That's why 90% of businesses fail in the first 5 years as well. They hit one little speed bump and they give up because they don't have the right mindset. They're not doing it for the right reasons. If I'm doing it to help people and I hit a speed bump, it doesn't matter because it's not about me. And that's really, really important. So that's where I'm going to end. Would love to work with you. Just comment below, say I'm serious. Drop me a message saying I'm serious. And yeah, let's talk. Next round of the program starts the 2nd of January. Would absolutely love to start the new year with some awesome people. You get to work with other people in my other programs as well. So there's already quite a lot of people doing events and things. It just gives you that kickstart, you know. There's a fast way, which is this. People already doing events. I teach you how to get speaking gigs for free. I teach you how to do the marketing, teach you the sales, how to create the products, obviously how to be an amazing speaker. Oh yeah, if you are kind of on the fence and you're not sure, I'm doing a live 3-hour seminar this Tuesday the 20th of December in London. If you go on my profile, there's loads of details there. It's called How to Create and Deliver Amazing Presentations. So that's what it is. It's going to teach you how to create a speaking program, how to create 1-day events, 90-minute pitches, 10-minute pitches, whatever it is. So that's it. Have an awesome, awesome day. Go out there, make sure you are doing something that's going to impact people massively. Thank you so much. I love you all, and I'll see you all soon.